A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant speech delivered on Tuesday, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent addressed the ongoing trade war with China, stating that the current tariff situation is unsustainable and expressing optimism for a potential de-escalation in the near future. Speaking at a private event hosted by J.P. Morgan Chase in Washington, Bessent highlighted the dire state of negotiations between the two economic giants, noting that official talks have yet to commence. The trade battle has seen the U.S. impose staggering tariffs of 145% on a wide array of Chinese imports, while China retaliated with 125% tariffs on U.S. goods. This tit-for-tat approach has led to increased volatility in global markets, with investors growing increasingly concerned about the implications for economic growth and inflation. Bessent emphasized that neither the U.S. nor China believes the current situation can be maintained, stating, "I do say China is going to be a slog in terms of the negotiations. Neither side thinks the status quo is sustainable." His remarks come at a time when the Trump administration has engaged in discussions with various nations, including Japan, India, South Korea, and members of the European Union, yet has shown little inclination to reduce the baseline 10% tariffs that have been a cornerstone of the administration's trade policy. The Treasury Secretary's comments were well received on Wall Street, with the S&P 500 index experiencing a notable uptick following the news of his speech. Bessent's assertion that a trade deal is possible has provided a glimmer of hope for investors who have been rattled by the ongoing economic tensions. Despite the optimism expressed by Bessent, he cautioned that any negotiations with China would likely be arduous. He noted that recent trade data revealed a slump in container bookings between the U.S. and China, indicating the tangible impact of the trade war on economic activity. The Treasury Secretary reiterated the importance of fair trade practices and encouraged China to rebalance its economy. In response to Bessent's remarks, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt echoed the sentiment of progress regarding a potential trade deal, stating, "The President and the administration are setting the stage for a deal." She emphasized that the administration is committed to finding a resolution that benefits both nations. As global finance ministers and central bankers gather in Washington for the International Monetary Fund and World Bank spring meetings, all eyes are on the evolving trade situation. The outcome of these discussions could have far-reaching implications not only for the U.S. and China, but for the global economy as a whole. Bessent's insights underlined the complex dynamics at play as both countries navigate their economic relationship in an increasingly interconnected world. The trade standoff has not only affected bilateral relations but has also sparked concerns over broader implications for international trade. Analysts have pointed out that the escalating tariffs could lead to a slowdown in global economic growth, with potential repercussions for countries that rely heavily on exports. As the situation unfolds, stakeholders from various sectors are closely monitoring developments, hoping for a resolution that can stabilize markets and foster a more cooperative economic environment. In conclusion, while Bessent's remarks offer a glimmer of hope for a resolution to the trade war, the complexities of the negotiations and the entrenched positions of both sides suggest that any progress may be slow and fraught with challenges. The coming weeks and months will be critical in determining the future of U.S.-China trade relations and their impact on the global economy. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.